Welcome guys back. Thank you for having us one more week. We are more than happy to be here with you. You guys know already my name is Miss Cindy Renteria, and we're gonna start off. I hope everybody's doing great and having a good week. We're gonna start off with our greeting song. Remember, mommies, we start off singing and then we add our child's name. So here we go. Miss Cindy's here today. Miss Cindy's here today. Clap, clap, clap. Miss Cindy's here today. So now we take turns to sing our child's name. And of course, we add mom and dad's name. I've been seeing that a lot of you are already singing the song. When we do our Zoom meetings or our virtual meetings with the parents and the child, you guys are already singing the song. That makes me really, really happy. And so now we're going to go ahead and start off with our book. Our book of the week is called My Mom. We have the front cover of the book. Let me get a little closer. The spine of the book, and we have the back of the book. Here we go. My mom. My mom is very special. We do a lot of things together. My mom plays with me. We play music together. Oh, look. Oh, look, they're all playing, having fun, playing with music. Now we have, and paint finding faces on each other. My mom lets me do things for myself. How many of us do things for ourselves at home? He has his cup of milk and he's trying to find himself a snack. But she helps me when I need it. I like to help with, I like to help my mom. Sometimes we make supper together. Mommy is helping him here and they're working together along. They're making supper. My mom and I like to go outside together. She pulls me on the swing. Who likes to go to the park? Who likes to go outside and play in the swings? If I hurt myself, my mom hugs me and makes me feel better. I love you, mommy. Oh, he has a boo-boo. Mommy's hugging him. She's making him feel better. Giving mommy a big old kiss. I love you, mommy. Can you tell your mommy I love you? And my mom loves me. All our mommies love us. Give your mom a big, big, big hug. My mom. The end. Remember, parents, we want to remind our children our front cover, our spine, and the back of the book when we're reading the book. And always, just consider allowing them to read the book to you. Sometimes we can read the same book over and over with different theories, or we can say different things. We don't have to necessarily read what the book says. Also, ask questions when you're reading. Ask him, what are they doing? What is the mommy doing? Do you love mommy? Because mommy loves you. Always try to incorporate reading at least once a day. It's very, very important for them to have literacy in their lives, and especially have mom and dad read to them, not just mommies, also the daddies. You guys can read to them too. This week we have our activity for this week is going to be shape hop, controlling movement and imagining. You guys received this activity in your folder. This activity, what is in it for us is motor. Your child is getting better at making his body do what he intends it to do, like hop and jump and move in different directions that he wants his body to move to. This activity consists of shapes. We're gonna just work on the primary ones right now, which is circle, square, triangle. You can add diamond if you wish. And did I say square, circle, triangle, diamond if you would like. One way for you guys to do this activity, I have construction paper here, but it doesn't mean that you have to use construction paper at home. You know how in the mail they'll send us the weekly ant for when you go grocery shopping, you can use that paper too and just cut it out as a big square, cut out a circle, a triangle, a rectangle, a star even if you want, and use that that paper or the newspaper that you see when we go out and grocery shopping, you normally see the weekly ads or you see the newspaper on the side, which the ones is for free that you can take home, you can use that. Or if you have any spare boxes, you can use the cardboard and cut out the squares, cut out different circles. And what you want to do, mom and dad, is place them in the floor because that's why it's called shape hop. So what you're going to do is put, let's say, let's put three circles, two squares, two stars throughout your floor. You just want to have a big open space to do this. It doesn't have to be really big. If you want, you can just make something narrow and place the shapes on the floor. And you can ask your child, okay, so now we're just going to hop on all the circles. If you see that he's having a hard time, you can model for him first. You can do it first. So you're gonna hop, but you want him to hop in his 2 feet. Hop. So he's gonna hop on the circles, and then once he hops in all the circles, what you do next is tell him, okay, now we're gonna hop only on the stars. And there you go. You hop on the stars, and if you want to make it more fun, more interesting, if you see he has a star, he has a circle, square, rectangle down, you can tell him, okay, we're gonna hop in two circles and one triangle. Just give them that challenge. You'll be surprised. Some of them can do it already, and some will have a little trouble, but they'll work on it and they'll practice, and eventually they'll be able to jump at different shapes at a time. You can also use, the cereal boxes. You can cut out the cereal box and use the cardboard inside the cereal box and cut out some shapes. You can use the shapes, practice them, or you can even throughout your home ask him, on the fridge. Is the fridge a square? Is it a rectangle? On your plate when you eat, is that a circle? The cup of juice when you drink is a circle. Just, start naming shapes throughout, or even when if you guys leave home or you drive, ask him throughout your outdoor time. Can you find me a square? Can you find me a circle? And just incorporate the shapes throughout the time. Another thing that I wanted to say about this activity, as your child is more able to control his body, he gains a sense of autonomy and feels more independent because of what he can do now. And we all know this. Our young ones, especially in this age group, which is our toddlers going to 3 year olds already, they feel like they're very, very independent. If they can do something one time, they're going to keep doing it on their own. And it's going to encourage them to try many, many things on their own. Another one is, let your child play whatever is in his imagination. Just continue along he is interested in this activity. Any activity, moms, as long as he's interested in it, you can keep it going and going and going. If you see his interest is getting low, or he's not interested anymore, he's not playing anymore, it's okay, mom. You can stop the activity or even just make something up on your own. If you see that's not calling him but naming the shapes at once, perfect. Do that. And if you see that he enjoys jumping more, hopping around, that's more than good for that. And another thing is that, one thing that I wanted to share when it comes to book sharing, when your child uses his imagination to pretend, he extends his interest in the game. The same is true when it comes to books. Encourage your child to contribute to stories you read. What might happen to a character after the book is over? Remember, these open-end questions will turn that little bubble up in your child, which is already there, but it just helps them to think a little bit more than just the average, and it's important for us as parents to do that with our kids. Like I always say, our parents are the child's first teacher. So I hope you guys enjoy this activity, and I'm looking forward to see all the shapes that you guys are gonna make. And in there, and also we have added, how much sleep does your toddler need? Here you go. You guys will have this one. We all know how important sleep is, especially for our young toddlers. If it's very important for us adults, imagine what it is for a child. It's very, very important, moms and dads, that our kids get the appropriate time of sleep. Here we have, there is no one size fits all tool for how much sleep your toddler needs. It depends on how much she runs around during the day, her temperament, and her body needs. If she is growing and learning a lot, she may need to sleep more for a few days. Since we have 2 year olds, 2 year olds going to 3 year olds, I'm going to read what the information it has for 2 year olds first. 11 to 14 hours Your toddler will probably sleep 11 to 12 hours at night with 1 or 2 hour nap each afternoon. So listen, mommies, 2 year olds are in need of having 1 hour, 2 hour naps plus sleeping 11 hours at night. So you may think, oh my God, that's too many hours sleep. But believe me, our little ones need all the rest they can get. Life is more interesting as she develops new motor, cognitive, and social skills. You may experience some struggles about going to bed, but be consistent and patience, parents, patience. 3 year olds, 10 to 13 hours. Your toddler's nighttime sleep will be about 10 to 11 hours. She will probably take 1 or 2 hour nap in the afternoon. That's a maybe. Her nighttime sleep can be affected by an exciting day, sickness, changes in normal routines, and developmental milestones. Thanks to her active imagination, she may have to start having nightmares when they get to be 3 years old. But once again, parents, be consistent in the pattern on your nighttime routine with your child and be patient with them. When they go from 2 year olds to being 3 year olds, it's a big, big change. Once they start feeling more independent, they start feeling that they can do things more, and they start learning the word no, no, no. Though use it as many times as they want and as many times as they can. But at the end of the day, we as parents have to be very patient with them and be very, very consistent when it comes to especially when it comes to our nighttime and downtime from when, especially when it's nap time. After activities, it's really, really hard. Once you want your child to go into nap time, start with routines that help her wind down from days of activities. Let's say you guys are playing and playing blocks, and you guys are, constantly playing, and nap time is coming over. Try to start cleaning up and read her a book. Start bringing her down from all her excitement, so it can be easier for her to go to nap time. Because who wants to go to nap time when you're having so much fun? Mm-mm. And then here are going to be some questions also in the handout that we're going to send home with you. It's just to give you some type of reflection. Think about your toddler's changing sleep needs. How has your child's nap schedule changed? I want you guys to think about that. How has it changed? Do you have a daily nap and bedtime routines? Do you have any? And if you do so, just write them down. And if you don't have any nap time or sleep time routines, maybe this is a chance where you can start making it a routine. Has she had any bad dreams? Is she generally sleeping through the night? What is the best way to get her back to sleep if she wakes up? Does she show any separation anxieties, such as not wanting to sleep in her own bed? We always constantly have kids that don't want to sleep in their beds by themselves. They'd rather sleep with someone or they'd rather sleep in mommy's bed. Just think about that. Is your little one doing that at home right now? Also, what objects like blankets or stuffed animals and routines does your child find more relaxing before going to bed? There's times where they have this special blanket and they take it with them everywhere, and that suits them to be able to lay down, go to sleep. Excuse me. Or they have this teddy bear that they want to carry around. The softness makes them relax and go to sleep. Just and if you notice that your child does that during nap time and during nighttime he does that and he has a hard time going to sleep, maybe you should bring that teddy bear to him or that blanket to him. That's all in how much time our babies need at nighttime. And then also one more that we have is going to be this one. Things I heard and learned. This is more for you, moms and dads. Think back to when you were a child. What do you remember hearing and learning about the topic from each of the groups listed, which we'll go over them right now? Record your first thoughts. Writing these down doesn't mean you agree with them, just what you heard and you've learned. The first topic, family. What do you remember when you were a child? What comes up in your mind when you say family? Like for instance, Miss Cindy, I say family, and I remember the times that my cousins will come down from Dallas and we will all go to Galveston Beach. That's an example. What do you think about family? School. What comes to mind when you say school? Media and community. What comes to mind when you say media and community? I remember if I say media and community, for me is when we live right next to our cousins, that we will all go outside and play together in the community. We didn't really go and play with the other kids in the community. We would just stay there, stay with between us. So that comes up to my mind when I say community. Friends. What comes to mind when you say friends? What do you remember? What are the thoughts when you hear friends? This is something for you guys as parents to sit down together and just write it down. And like I explained before we started, it doesn't mean you agree with that. It's just something that you heard and learned from it. And here it is. You see how it has all the different columns? So what I want you to do is to write down in the columns what is it that what comes to mind to you when you say those things. Once again, I'm very happy to see all our parents participating and showing us the activities, giving us feedback, and letting us know that you guys are having fun and you guys are learning and giving us feedback. If you guys give us feedback, it helps us a lot in our future videos. And also, one more thing that I wanted to say. Oh, I just wanted to remind you guys that next Friday we have our transition socialization. The slots have been filled up. We are only taking 15 kids right now. So if you came to this one, maybe for next month we'll give it a chance to another child that was not able to get in. So just remember, have that in mind. And we are happy to have you. And then one more thing is if you've taken your child to get his well child or gotten any immunizations or been to the dentist, please don't forget to let your home visitor know, since we do need that information. And if you have anything else, any more questions or any need for any type of resource, remember, us as home visitors are here to help you. And thank you for listening to me and joining me through this video. And I was happy to see you guys again, and we'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Have a great week.